back here at BSM Summit 2022 in New York City, and I'm joined by Matt Fishman, and let's talk about what you've learned so far here and kind of the time you've had.
Sure, it's been an amazing time. First of all, the selection of talent, from Craig Carton to the guys from the Sports Hub in Boston, to Mike and the Mad Dog. I thought they could have talked, and would have talked for like 30 hours. It was amazing. So hearing a lot of the stories, I love the Sports Hub session because you have a morning show that's completely different from an afternoon show, and they're both so respectful of each other and doing such great ratings. And it was a great story, I think, for anyone who's a programmer who's in radio. Like, there isn't one way that you can do your show. It depends who you are, depends what your strengths are. So I think those things were great. And then I love the focus on digital. Like, I think anyone who's in any sort of media, but certainly in radio, like, yes, we need more digital. How do we do it? Where do we do it? We're experts in radio. We're not necessarily make us experts in digital media or social media. And so I thought those sessions were great.
So as a guy running a station, I mean, you now have all these ideas in your head, and you're thinking, okay, how do I disseminate this now to my group, or do I even mention it, or just kind of keep it in the back of my head?
I think you take the things, I took certain notes of things that I do want to bring back to the team, because I think it's important for them to understand, especially with some of the demographic stuff, right? Younger people, Gen Z, like those sorts of things are really important, because we want to have an audience that isn't just, old people. Let's be honest, we're on AM, and so it's like, is our audience just going to be like old white guys who like baseball? Like, that's a pretty small audience, I think, nowadays. So I think it's really important to listen, just keep your mind open to everything, and be willing to impart those. So I think I will, from the notes that I took, I'll definitely share those things. So.
Probably just good to be around people again, isn't it?
Well, it's amazing. At first it was really weird, because I really haven't been around like a lot of people at once, and like shaking a lot of people's hands and those sorts of things. But like, it's great, and to meet a lot of people that, like, I think a lot of people in this business know of each other. But to like make the connection in person and to talk to them and to get to know them and to learn things from each other, right? Is terrific. And the fact that everyone is so free to share, right? It's not like, oh, this is just ours, this is just Odyssey, or this is just iHeart, or it's just Good Karma. Like, no, everyone is sharing, ideas, things that they did that worked, whether it was during the pandemic or currently. And I think that's what makes it, for somebody in this business, whether you're on the air or a programmer like myself, like, excited about it.
Well, it's good to see you. Good to catch up with you.
Nice to meet you. I know, right? We got introduced like we didn't know each other. We've known each other a long time.
We'll catch you in just a few moments here for the BSM Summit in New York City.